I'm Camille from Camille's Primary Ideas, and today I have a singing time lesson plan for the primary song Home. Now, I just wanted to preface this video with the fact that you need to be very sensitive when teaching this primary song in singing time to any children that may have a tricky family situation, because this kind of talks about an ideal home, and some kids may not have an ideal home. However, I do think it's important that you don't just skip over this ideal situation because a child might not have the ideal situation at home. I love thinking that and teaching that children have the opportunity to create this ideal home when they grow up, even if they may not have it right now. So that said, when teaching the primary song Home, just be sensitive to any primary children in your primary. Okay, so to teach this song, you are going to need these simple printouts, and they just are basically keyword images to the words found in the song. So these can be found on my website using the link below. I printed mine on cardstock, I laminated, and then I used magnetic tape just on the back. And they're really easy. My rule of thumb is I usually laminate printables when kids are going to be touching them because if they touch them and they're not laminated, it's a one-time use. So, and then my rule of thumb for magnetic tape is if it's small, if you have a full page, sometimes you have to use a lot of magnetic tape and it's just not quite as durable, but you can use magnets. I just opted for magnetic tape. It's just less for the kids to be fumbling with. Okay, so then you'll want to cut them out, and I just did a quick, around. I wasn't detailed because it doesn't matter. All right, so then you'll want to post the words. So this is just, I love to hang this over my music stand, and this just helps me get lots of singers, especially where this is going to be kind of an unfamiliar song at first. It's kind of unfamiliar to me, actually. I mean, I know the melody, but some of the words. All right, so to start your singing time, you actually don't want any of this on the board. So I just did it for the sake of time beforehand. But what you want to do is have you and the teachers and anyone else who wants to sing along, sing the song as you draw your house, the simple outline of a house on the board. I just use a dry erase marker, but use what you have. And put the pictures on the board. So hopefully there's 3 verses in the song, so you should be able to draw a house, put the pictures up, and then you can just say we're learning about a home this week in singing time, and the primary song is called Home, of all things. All right, so what you'll want to tell them is that all these pictures are represented in the song, and so then you'll just want you and the teachers and any children who want to sing along again, and you will go around and tap a good singer on the head as you're singing. And if they get tapped, they get to come up and put one of these images in the house. So we'll be singing our song. I'll be looking for good singers. So I guess, yes, children will need to be singing this time. And even if they're not singing, maybe because they don't know, but if they're being reverent or participating or just acting like they want to be there in singing time, I think that's great too. All right, so the first one is Home. So they'll see a home, and they can put it in randomly. If you have older children, go for an order or go for both. And then you're just going to keep repeating. And then the next child can come up and put another one in. Anything they hear. Home is where the heart is. And warmth, which is the fire. Warmth. And love abound. Home is where warm circling arms go all the way around. Okay, so that's the first verse. And we can keep going. Second verse, home. And then I think I don't have it all in front of me. Anyway, so once you get all your images, we'll pretend they're in order. And you may want to write the words on the back. I did not, I forgot, but what the key word represents. So once they all are in the house, then you can go through and put them in order. Sing it again. And you may be on 4th or 5th time getting these in order, who knows. And then once you've got them all in order, there's a fun activity. You just send a child or two or a group, it doesn't matter, or a class, depending on the size of your primary. Send them out into the hall, and then the rest of the primary can choose an image to remove. So, and I would say since there's several repeats, maybe you could repeat all the homes. Or if it's older primary, just take one of the homes. I mean, just make it hard or as easy as you want. You can mix them up, move them around. And then the children out in the hall come back, and then they just have to figure out what you took off. So for older children, it would definitely be harder to point out that there were 3 homes versus now there's only 2 left. So you be the judge of how hard you want or easy you want to make it. So, and then everyone sings while the children are up there, or a child is trying to figure out what got taken away. And once they figure it out, repeat with new images, new children. Then put these ones back, either back in order. If you keep them in order, that probably would help them remember what went where. Hearts could all go. Anyway, it's just really fun, and everyone's going to want to get a turn, and everyone's going to want to try and figure out what it is. So really easy, really fun, and really engaging. A great way to teach about the home. And at the end, just make sure you bear testimony that home is where we feel the love of our Heavenly Father. And that's it. So I hope that helps you this week in singing time. Let me know how it goes in the comments.